TWF NXT. I am Gene Okerlund, here with Trini Kwan and with Wade Barrett. And today on NXT, we're going to see the hard middle winnings on the line when Braun Strowman fights Killer here. Gene Okerlund says, "Yeah, you're right about that," Trini Kwan said. "It was Braun Strowman who beat Killer. It was Braun Strowman who beat Elias Sampson to become the TWF hard middle winnings back when Killer and Elias Sampson were the underlings of Ernest P. Worrell," Trini Kwan said. "Well, I'll tell you one little thing right now," Wade Barrett said. "I know Braun Strowman, and he is the hard middle winner. And Braun Strowman and his hang-up, and his hang-up with hang-up with Killer, well, I don't think that's gone away at all. Do you think that's gone away? Because I don't think so. No. At the end of the day, I don't think that hang-up has gone away. I think it's still around. I think it's still around. At the end of the day, I still think this hang-up is still around," Wade Barrett says. "Now we got Braun Strowman in the ring now," Gene Okerlund says. "Here I got 2 stands. And each one of them, in the old days of the TWF hard middle winnings offshoot, wrestlers got themselves slammed on. And you could tell they're both completely out of date, because at the end of the day, they're not the smaller ones, but it is what it is. So, the way I look at it, Killer, if you think that I'm done with you, then you got another guest coming, because I'm not done with you. You're going around telling everyone that you're the big man. Hey, I didn't start out my calling in the TWF as some clothes-lift G.I. Joe doll, and they didn't know what to do with you, so then they said, oh, let's just call him Killer. And if you truly think that you're man enough to take it away from me, then by all means, come at me. See what happens. Only I tell you right now, Killer, you're not going to like it when you come after me. Calling yourself the big man. You're not. So, why don't you come back out here, and me and you can have that fight again?" Well, right now we're going back. We got Ashley Williams with Killer. "He's calling me out," Killer said. "Yeah, he is. What are you going to do about it?" "He's calling me out. I want you to make my fight with me and Braun Strowman here today on NXT." "Go right ahead," Ashley Williams said. "Go and do it. The fight's on." Oh, no, it doesn't fit in my head. Well, here is Killer now. "Oh yeah, Braun Strowman. Big lots. Big lots. Only whatever. Creep. Hey, my first one came from Big Lots. The one I have now came from Walmart, so you got the wrong shop now. I'm going to fight you for the TWF hard middle winnings. And if you think that this hang-up between me and you is done, you got another guest coming. Yeah, I'm not frightened of you. Bring it on, G.I. Joe doll." Well, Killer right now thinks he's got everything under running. Oh! Trini Kwan said, "Did you just see that? Braun Strowman just slammed Killer right down on those stands," Gene Okerlund said. And anyone who has seen the TWF in the past knows what those stands were worked for. Oh! Knows what they used to do with them back in the day, Gene Okerlund says. Those stands are like Legos for someone's leg. Oh! Yes, they are, Trini Kwan said. And at the end of the day, the Fight Lord's only thing is to get that 1-2 free, to get that yield. He doesn't have any other oversight beyond that. He's doing killers outside, no track outs. Oh! Wade Barrett said, what do you mean he did all that for? Killer's getting no offense in. This is sad. And he's going to slam him again on 2 out-of-date stands. Really sad, Wade Barrett said. Well, the Fight Lord's been knocked over by wakefulness, which is never any doll's friend in the TWF, Gene Okerlund said. And what are you talking about it being unfair? Killer picked up Braun Strowman and slammed him on the stands now, Gene Okerlund said. Yeah, Trini Kwan said. Killer started shit with Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman's just going to end the shit that Killer started. And Killer used to have no clothes on back in the day. Used to be clothesless. Doggy. JoJo. Killer missed. Braun Strowman picked Killer up and he slammed him all on those stands. It's over now. 1, 2, 3. Ding ding ding. Here is your winner. And still the here's your winner. And still the TWF hard middle winner, Braun Strowman. So Braun Strowman is still a TWF hard middle winner here in the TWF by beating Killer here. And I believe this hang up between Killer and Braun Strowman is going to be done here, Gene Okerlund said. Well, I sure hope so, Trini Kwan said. If it's still going on after this, if it's still going on after all this stuff, then there's truly something sad going on here. But it was a good fight that we saw between Braun Strowman and Killer here for the TWF hard middle winnings, Gene Okerlund says. At the end of the day, Braun Strowman beat Killer. Yes, that's true, Wade Barrett said. Even though I believe at the end of the day, Killer should have been the one to beat Braun Strowman. Killer should be the TWF hard middle winner. You know. And Wade Barrett said the whole hang-up between Ernest P. Worrell and Braun Strowman, that seems to be yesteryear. But at the same time, it's still an ongoing thing, and I don't know if Braun Strowman's fully going to be done with that. Well, Trini Kwan said, I think Braun Strowman did a good job when he beat Killer here for the TWF hard middle winnings. Yeah. And I think it was a good fight. And I also want to say good job to Ashley Williams for actually booking that fight. You know, actually putting it together. Or at least letting the fight happen. You know, very few Fordmen ever get thanked, or matchmakers ever get thanked for what they do. But I thought it was a good fight between Braun Strowman and Killer for the TWF hard middle winnings here on NXT, Trini Kwan said. Well, I think so. I truly think so. I truly think so too, Gene Okerlund said. I truly believe it was a good fight between them. You know, between Killer and Braun Strowman. At the end of the day, I think that the hang-up between those two is not going to be done. It's still going to be ongoing. At least that's my thought and belief of it, Gene Okerlund said. But it was still a good fight here on NXT. And now Jim Ross now is going to be talking with Killer. I mean, going to be talking with Braun. He's going to be talking with Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman, You just beat Killer, and you're still you beat Killer, and you're still the TWF hard middle winner here in the TWF. Well, we're just saying it's the only other winnings I ever won. Alright? I'm a former TWF heavyweight winner. I'm a TWF hard middle winner. And yeah, I beat that motherfucker G.I. Joe doll killer who Hasbro, made back in the day. But then someone had him a long time ago. He had no wear on. He was in the TWF and he didn't do shit. So he came back. He wanted to make a name for beating me up. Well, that was then, Killer. And this is now. And I'm the new big man. Alright? And I'm the hard middle winner. Well, we do know, Braun Strowman, you are a King Rick Loudness winner. The greatest King Rick Loudness winner. We know you are a World Heavyweight winner. TWF Interlando winner. You're at least a 2-time WWE Raw team winner. But at the end of the day, Braun Strowman, you think you'll do a lot more than that? And I think I'll be the WWE Heavyweight winner if I can beat Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley. But that's WWE stuff. But anyway, Jim Ross, I sent that Hasbro G.I. Joe doll back to where he came from. I slammed him on those stands like they did back in the day. Yes, you did. We saw how you beat him and how you kept your TWF hard middle winnings here on NXT. But at the end of the day, Braun Strowman, do you think your hang-up between you and Killer will be done? No, I don't. I think Killer's still going to do shit. And if Killer shows up again, I'm going to do the same thing I did to him before. Well, that was my talk with Killer. I mean, my mistake. That was my talk with Braun Strowman, the TWF hard middle winner. Oh God, I hate this hat. Why do I fucking still wear this hat for? Well, I hate this hat. Well, that was my talk with Killer. My talk with Braun Strowman. Back to you, Gene Okerlund. Well, thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Killer here, on NXT. Here that was my talk with Killer. Thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Braun Strowman here on NXT. But I understand before we go, Gene Okerlund said Killer also wants to have a talk. Oh, I'm here with Killer. We just saw you lose to Braun Strowman. Yeah, Jim Ross. You saw me lose to Braun Strowman. I'm going to tell Braun Strowman right now that I am not done with him. And I will be the TWF hard middle winner one of these days. It'll happen. I don't know when. I don't know how. It's going to happen. So Braun Strowman, you be ready for me. You be ready for me because I'll be ready for you. And I'm going to slam you on those stands. Well, that was my talk with Killer. Back to you, Jim. Back to you, Gene Okerlund. Thank you, Jim Ross, for talking with Braun Strowman and Killer here on NXT. Well, that's all the time we got here for TWF NXT. I am Gene Okerlund for Trini Kwan and Wade Barrett. We hope you like NXT, and we'll see you tomorrow for Dynamite.